my name is Jenna Bloomer, and I'm here to talk to you about why you should be an organ donor. Organ donation can save so many lives, and it's completely free to register and donate your organs and tissues. 120,000 Americans currently wait for a life-saving organ transplant. Another person is added to the nation's organ donation list every day, every 10 minutes. Sadly, 8,000 people die each year, which is 22 people each day, because the organs they need are not donated in time. The average waiting time for a kidney from a deceased donor is 3 to 5 years. When I turned 16, I had to make the decision of becoming an organ donor or not. This decision was an easy one for me because I sat through many organ donation presentations and speeches, and I knew it was something I definitely wanted to do. One organ donor can save up to 8 lives. I mean, why wouldn't someone want to save 8 people's lives? Today I want to talk to you about the importance of being an organ donor, what it means to actually be an organ donor, and actually how to become one. Imagine your loved one waiting and waiting on a long list of names for one small thing that could save their life. Of course, anyone would help out their loved one if it meant life or death, so why not help out someone else's loved one? Organ donation is completely free and can save up to 8 lives. The individuals waiting on the list have families, friends, co-workers who feel the agony of waiting alongside them. While sometimes other artificial methods of sustaining life do exist, such as dialysis, these are not long-term solutions and do not help them live their life fully. Those individuals need someone to take the selfless act and donate. You may never know when you or your loved one could end up on the list. It's very hard to predict our own life path, especially when it comes to our health. Genetics in our environment can impact our physical body, especially our organs. Would you be willing to accept an organ for yourself or for a loved one? It's definitely a question that's tough to answer and one that needs to be discussed with family. Being an organ donor means that you will give your organs for donations after you have passed away. Deciding to be an organ donor at the DMV means you have chosen to make all of your organs available for donation at the time of your death. It does not mean that you agree to whole body donation. Some common myths are that if you agree to donate your organs, then the hospital staff won't work as hard to save your life. This is completely untrue because when you go to the hospital for treatment, they want to save your life. They're not working on saving someone else's. Also, organ donation is not brought up until the very end and when someone is actually deceased. Another myth is that open casket funerals cannot happen, but this is also completely false because the donor's body is closed for burial and there are no visible signs of organ donation. There's no defined cutoff age for donating organs. At the time of your death, the doctors will decide if your organs and tissues are suitable for transplant. Also, very few medical conditions automatically disqualify someone from donating their organs. It may turn out that some organs are not suitable, but some tissues are, so you never know. Donors are needed for all races and ethnic groups. Transplant success rates increase when organs are matched between members of the same ethnic backgrounds. Everyone thinks that if they are going to be an organ donor, everyone thinks that when they sign up at the DMV to be an organ donor, that they are actually a donor. This is not the case, sadly. To actually be an organ donor, you have to go online and register within your state. Not a lot of people know this, so this is why not a lot of people are actually organ donors. To really be one, the first step is you go to organdonor.gov and select your state. Then you select tissue, eye, and organ donor and which one you want to be. Once you do that, you follow the steps and the procedures, and the website will take you step by step on how to do it. Once you've done that, you complete all the forms, then you can officially say you're an organ donor. If you're under the age of 18, then you cannot legally register online, which is something a lot of people do not know. What people 18 and under can do is sit down and talk to their family about what they want and their decision on what they want to do with their organs. If one doesn't talk to their parents or a loved one or a caretaker, then when they die, their deceased organs and everything are up to the parents, and it might not be the decision that they actually want. I strongly encourage everyone to talk to a family member, even if you're 18 or older, because then when you go, nothing is mixed up, and then you know exactly what you want to do with your organs, no questions asked. There are so many questions that go into organ donation and being an organ donor, so the first step is to sit down and think exactly what you want to do with your organs. Now that you have the facts, you can see that being an organ donor can make a big difference, and not just to one person, to up to 8 lives. Many families say that knowing your loved one helped save others' lives, help them cope with their loss of their loved one. Organ donation can save up to 8 lives, and it is completely free. I hope you learned a lot about why it is important to be an organ donor, what exactly goes into being one, and how to become an official organ donor. Thank you for watching.